Today, but not much rain. We were expecting today to be a little bit drier, about 20–30% rain coverage. Few isolated showers just recently on the North Shore. Those are gone now, and most of southeast Louisiana now dry. Also didn't see too much cloud cover without many showers. A different story over Baton Rouge, getting some decent little thunderstorms and also some much needed cooling rain. 97 was our high today as temperatures went unchecked. While hot, not quite the record, which is 100 degrees, but we are running way too high above our normal high of 91. Hopefully things will start changing in the next few days with better rain chances. A little bit of high cloudiness around, but that's not enough to shade us. 96 our current temperature. Dew point is actually not terrible at 70 degrees, so humidity is at 43%, though we still have a heat index of 103 and still do have a heat advisory in place, but most locations are below that criteria and will continue to drop through the rest of this afternoon and evening. Temperatures in the 80s where we did have some rainfall, otherwise low, mid, and even at times upper 90s. And dew point's not terrible. That's why I do think a change in our upper pattern going into especially the end of next week will bring in some slightly less humid air. What that something is a persistent upper level trough. Not going to be very pronounced over the next couple of days. The upper troughing kind of gets rid of that heat dome as well as brings in better rain chances. What the upper trough will also help to do is push a weak boundary into the area and kind of stall it along the coast. That'll keep our rain chances on the higher side for the next couple of days. And what I'm counting on is the deepening of the trough, meaning the trough pushes far enough south that it does send in some less humid air for much of next week. Not dramatic. It is still August after all, but it could help to at least make it feel a little more bearable and keep our heat indices out of the triple digits. Here's one such boundary that the upper pattern is going to send our way for tomorrow. This little surface trough as it arrives will help to trigger kind of a line or more of a complex of storms, especially during the afternoon heating. So this little feature will help out our rain chances, and reinforced by a weak front moving in Friday and kind of stalling out Friday and into Saturday. So these next couple of features will keep our rain chances on the higher side. What I'm hoping on is that by Sunday and into early next week, we get a strong enough push to help push the front offshore and also bring down some slightly less humid air. Again, it wouldn't be dramatic, but it would be something. The very latest on Hurricane Erin, as we were talking about at the top of the newscast, it's about 300 miles the center of it from the Cape Hatteras. However, the Outer Banks are getting some significant surf, and that will continue through tomorrow before the storm eventually starts moving away from the coast. That's not going to be until almost Friday morning, and improving conditions along the eastern seaboard. Real quick though, we have two other areas that we're going to be watching over the coming days. Neither of those look like they're really organized much, and both stay away from the Gulf. Long-range models keep the Gulf quiet through the end of August, so that's the next weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, better rain chances. Also could be a few isolated heavier downpours. Little less humid and still hot though, near normal as we head into next week.